Hello. Welcome, everyone. I think the event starts at 9, but we can wait for 10 minutes. So everyone who planned to come, they come. So I think we can start actually in like 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
So prepare yourself, get yourself some nice drinks, cup of tea, cup of coffee, just how you like to start the morning.
Thanks, Maud. Okay, guys, do we start? Welcome again. everyone. So my name is Lucas and welcome to UL Week, the webinar. So we already see there are some people who joined the webinar, so we might well start. And I will start with introducing you where you arrived. So it's actually a yearly event, the symposium called Urbanism Landscape Week, and is hosted by TU Delft, the Architecture, Urbanism, Build Sciences faculty. So it's annual event that happens already 9 years. So the goal is to bring people together, the ones who are interested in future development of cities, the urban landscapes, built environment, to build a platform for them to share ideas and discuss on certain topics every year. So as I said, it's already 9 years, and every year it has certain topic on, let's say, current controversial discussions and certain topics. And this year, of course, we also have a very interesting topic. And of course, this year it's a bit different because of the conditions we are all living in. It's online, but on the other hand, it brings more possibilities to go wider, to bring people from all the other parts of the world. And we already see this, that there are more people from all the other parts of the world, not only from our faculty or Delft. So it's very nice. And this event is hosted by TU Delft and organized by Polis. And Polis is a association of students in TU Delft and the Department of Urbanism and Landscape. So it's comprised by people like from students, of master students of urbanism and landscape architecture. And as I said, we tried to build a platform for communicating. And in general, the association is built for communicating in between students, but also with professionals, with academics, and tries to involve them through very different platforms, from workshops, lectures. We also have some trips through years and symposiums. So we are heading to the event now, and I will try to invite Matthias, who will present a bit more about Polis, and he will introduce one very interesting magazine that Polis is also writing. It's called Atlantis. So Matthias, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to present you closer Polis as an organization and briefly our magazine, which may be interesting to all of you. I'll share my screen. As Polis, we are association of students in 1999, proudly celebrating 30 years last year. And Atlantis, our magazine, is as old as the organization. So we are this bunch of students this year, pretty international community, as you can see. And together with Lucas Di Gioia, I'm the chief editor of Atlantis. And our magazine is a quarterly that brings people from urbanism and landscape community together, also reaching out for alumni, for the professional world, and covering topics from all over the world. So within this volume, we had already three issues, starting from Regenesis to Global Dreams and Local Realities, which is the current issue. And now we are working on the experimental pathways, which will also cover topics from this event, UL Week. And we are really inviting you to join and co-create the magazine with us. Everything is possible within the digital cooperation now. So feel invited to reach out and become a part of this great magazine. If you would like to get to know the issues we already published, check out this QR code and visit the issue.com, where we have all the previous magazines available. And if you are interested in joining our network of contributors and supporters, scan the other code and fill in the formula, the form, and then we'll contact you if you are interested in subscribing into the magazine. So we are looking for the contributors and editors, as every magazine would like to further expand our network, and that's a very good occasion for you to join us now. I think that thematics is very broad, especially looking at the future volume coming. You can be a part of it and co-create a global urbanism magazine. So we are inviting to join our network.
Thanks, Matthias. Nice presentation. I also had a chance to learn a bit from this. Yeah, so as I said, we again have a certain topic this year that you already saw on our media if you followed, but if you are here, you probably followed this. So it's bits of public space. And this year we also have, so it wouldn't be so boring listening for me, we have a very nice and interesting moderator, Maurice, who is here, I guess. I want to invite him to tell a bit more about the topic of this year UL Week. He's our professor at TU Delft as well. Maurice, we cannot hear you. Can you join?
Hi. Yes, can you?
Yes, of course, now we can.
Okay.
Welcome.
Well, thanks for inviting me. Also to the audience, welcome to the Bits of Public Space 3.0. I'm your host and moderator today and tomorrow in the morning. To open this seminar webinar, I want to take you along with a short story. It's a kind of storytelling. Imagine you are walking in public space and you're using your navigation app to meet at a place which your friends suggested just a few seconds ago on WhatsApp. Your headset is on, the noise is reduced, and while walking, you're traced and tracked. The shortest and fastest route is recalculated continuously. In the mean, a health app is recording your cycles. Spotify remembers your music preferences, and many other web data fuel the algorithms. And synchronically, all kinds of these devices around you sense the environment too. Every detail is collected for third parties. Also, webcams and what looks like CCTV register where you are. They monitor your moves and avoid unexpected to happen. This morning, the weather app has announced rain. Indeed, while clouds make it shimmer, your smart screen illuminates. The lamps turn on. You're still walking, imagine. People don't walk close. This makes you think of what you've read this morning. In some cities, drones are measuring social distancing today. If too close, through image recognition, Big Brother sends you a fine. In the mean, still walking, a car is passing by smoothly. Your mind links it to a lecture on self-driving vehicles. They are keeping distance automatically. Who's behind the wheel, by the way? You can't see. Humanoids, perhaps? Anyway, back to the walking. You have to pay attention for a minute to the surrounding while crossing a street. Small sensors have made traffic lights turn green for you, so you could cross. You're starting to be curious to the place where your friends are waiting. You have been involved in the redesign, and they have been too. What have they done? Some years ago, one would outline public spaces with computer-aided design. You remember how outcomes have always been presented in these sunny artist impressions, but during realization, budget restraints always have made such plans somewhat more, say, realistic. Today is a different world, of course. Tools are innovating and include components ranging from environmental analysis to robotic control. The old outlines may still work, yet simulations of human behavior in space help to understand today's complexity. The design of public space can be informed more accurately by our updated models and digital twins. Automation and print on demand make it happen in real. You have seen new video presentations of this particular place where you're heading to on the internet. They're quite realistic. You're convinced as a designer that your imagination benefits the people. But like your friends, nobody is alone in design. Online meetings and integrated viewpoints of other experts are there. You include novice users, and webinars like this one are bringing people, ideas, and living rooms together. It may be enriching, yet the design of your friends may never be finished. Invitations by Zoom, Meets, FaceTime, WebEx, Slack, Trello, Miro, Messenger, or Teams are following up. Hashtag multi-online, hashtag have it all. Also, participatory platforms are inviting as much users as possible to join the VR sessions and visit the augmented space to be. Some of the users have replied to be involved in this meeting place you're heading to. And they have worked within the framework of your friends, their concept of the future. But for some, it wasn't enough. On Insta, some users have found a better idea. As proactive citizens, they have organized themselves on social media. And via transnational networks and microblogging, they have got more inspiration. Tutorials have learned them to learn the trick. Public space design changes in a kind of grassroots development, including peer-to-peer exchange of probably two unfamiliar neighbors. One neighbor simply likes gardening, and the other always orders outdoor stuff on a discount place. The proactive group of users co-create and make the space theirs. Your thoughts fade away. You're still walking. Happy you. You're almost there at the meeting place where everybody seems to be. You see your friends coming near. It's really a nice place. Not as slick as you thought before, but you like it. We would have liked to introduce a moving beam here, one of your friends says. People would love to sit on such a thing, really. It adjusts its position and form in accordance to their moods and likes, the other adds. Well, you reply rather dry. This bench works perfectly for me. While you're scanning the surrounding facades for heritage details, your friend starts to discuss hyperreality and digital spaces endlessly. In a mean, you're distracted by a piece of planting in front of you. It's a bit unorganized. It seems organically grown, obviously added by the community. It looks like one of those greens which you must have seen in Spaceship Earth, this movie which you screened on your laptop, pay-per-view, during the opening night of the Architecture Film Festival of Rotterdam last month. After a long chat on the future of being, you really want to leave again. Your eyes are dry, your mind is tired. You're suggesting to play more together next time and a bit relaxed. You have heard that they have launched a brilliant new massive multiplayer online role-playing game. Everybody leaves and walks away. This is the end of my story. What do you think? How have you listened to this story? Have you been walking in reality? Or was it you, the avatar, in cyberspace? Near everything I told you in this story is out there. It affects your profession every day as a designer. Everything is existing as real space as well as virtual space. During this great Polis event dubbed Bits of Public Space, you have 2 days to think about this and dive into your own questions. Today, you will be able to understand the emergence of virtual space and question first how it is currently intertwining with physical public space. Tomorrow, you will connect the new understanding to the practice of our professions as urban designers and landscape architects. Thus, secondly, you will ask yourself how to do this. These 2 questions will be addressed through lectures, workshops, movie screenings, and the social activities which go along, as already is explained by Lucas. Polis has selected really a great list of presenters for these days. We have London, Boston, Hong Kong, and the Netherlands all together in one place. So first of all, I would like to thank them for organizing this event. Their work made it possible to be together here. And secondly, I'm convinced that the visions and ways of seeing of the speakers help us to answer your questions, expand your horizon, and then somehow get inspired and expand your professional outlook. So, to be more precise, Lucas, could you tell us who exactly is listed for the people in the audience? Lucas?
Thank you, Maurice. At first, I want to thank you for the story. It really gives us some stuff to think about. And Lucas, indeed, can you give us some practical facts about this?
Yeah, thanks. There was a small issue with turning on microphones. But Maurice, really thanks. I think you not only described the topic, but you kind of drawn the visual or visualized the topic by words. It's very impressive and inspiring, I would say. And thanks for a really nice introduction. And as you mentioned, yeah, we will have a kind of different part of words, real worlds in one place, in virtual space now. So we have actually 3 lectures today. It's Michael Batty, Carlo Ratti, and Hendrik Thieben. They will present in this order today, as I mentioned. But before that, we will have a small break now. So, and then we will come back for a small movie that we will present you at 10 a.m. But maybe before this, I can also, or we together can share some things about the whole event and what we expect and what we suggest for all the participants to do. So some technical issues, like use the same link all the time. So if you want to skip something or you cannot attend everything, always use the same link as you got. It will work for all day today and tomorrow, except for the link for workshops that we will have tomorrow, but maybe we will give this information later on. What I always also invite you to do is to use a Q&A box, a question and answer box, every time you have a question or a thought you want to share. We will always try to ask this question for a speaker, for example, if it will be dedicated for the speaker. But yeah, we really want to make this flexible and more interactive. So don't feel like you are just listening, but if you really have a question, ask it. I think by this way we can learn from each other more. So that's what we expect from you.
Yeah, we are keeping an eye on the Q&A box and also on the email. So first try via the Q&A box, and if you have another question, you can also email us. So we are really standby to receive all your points and all your questions.
Yeah, thanks, Maud, for adding. I don't know if I actually forgot some about technicalities, but I think if I didn't miss anything, we should stop talking about technical thing and really, after Maurice introduced everything so nicely, I don't want to stop the inspiring part of the event. So if I didn't forget anything, so we can, I think, grab a coffee and meet at 10 a.m. So we have a good 30 minutes for a break, right? Okay, I see Maud agrees with me. So I think...
I do.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. So let's meet at 10 a.m. back again in the same place.
We have this really inspiring movie to show you. So be back at 10 and you will see this nice start of the event.